Needs a little bit of context, and that context is that when Casey and I were kids, we used to love pulling pranks on each other, especially the Maybe Look pranks. Now, keeping that in mind, Casey and I were about 10 and 12 years old when we were playing catch out in front lawn. Now, Casey, never being the most hand-eye coordinated human being, ended up overthrowing the ball, something that I had been fairly used to. So I slowly turned around, walked towards the ball, and picked it up. But when I turned back around, I saw something that I couldn't even believe. About 15 feet behind Casey was about a 300-pound bear. My heart dropped. I looked at Casey dead in the eyes and I said, "Casey, do not run, do not scream. Slowly walk to the house." Casey did something that day that I will never forget and had never expected. She gave me a big smile. She said, "I'm not falling for it." Ladies and gentlemen, my heart hit the floor. I began to plead with Casey, "Please believe me, this is not a joke. There is a bear right behind you and you need to get inside." Casey continued with that smug look on her face. "I'm not falling for it." And I continued to plead with Casey over the next 20 or so seconds until I did something that any big brother, any 12-year-old big brother would do at the time when faced with the wrath of a 300-pound bear. I said, "Well, I tried." And I began to walk towards the house. Now, when I began to walk towards the house, suddenly some red flags started going up in Casey's head. Probably something along the lines of, "Well, Justin never quit catch first." And I watched as Casey slowly turned around. As Casey slowly turned around, she made eye contact with that bear and let out a scream. A scream so loud the bear had leapt into the air and took off running in the other direction. Now, Casey, I'm going to look at you dead in the eyes, and I'm going to plead with you. Please believe me, this is not a joke. I think you found yourself an amazing man to call your husband. And it makes me ecstatic to see how happy the two of you are together. Dustin, I've said it before and I'll say it again. You're a much more patient man than I could ever be. Because you, Dustin, figured out a way on how to deal with my little sister on a daily basis when I never could. I want to welcome you to the family, and I look forward to many more days on the golf course of us hitting 100 over par.
I'll vouch for that.
He did beat us. Now to you both, if everyone would please join me and raise your glasses. I would like to wish you both a very long, healthy, and happy marriage. Congratulations, Mr. and Mrs. Harrison. Cheers.